Good morning, class. Happy Thursday to you. I want to go over lesson 9. It's more percent word problems, but it's a little tricky with some new wording this time. Okay, let's look at this example. Now, don't let Saxon trip you up with these weird names. We have wood nymphs and we have maids, and they gamboled and frolicked before a banquet began. 70% of those present, okay, were wood nymphs. That looks like a basic equation. 70%. Remember, we can't do math with a percent, so we have to write that as a decimal. 70% of those who were present, so that's times the total present. Were is MR was were is equals the wood nymphs. Then it gives us a little fact over here. 120 maids were present, but they really want to know how many wood nymphs. So W is what we're looking for. So they had 120 maids present. We'll call maids M, and that would equal 120. My first equation would get me W, but I have two variables. I have a total and I have the wood nymphs. My second equation doesn't say anything about wood nymphs, but I wonder if it would get me my total. Remember the general equation, the percent of the whole equals the part. The percent of the whole, and this W is not wood nymphs, it's whole, equals the part. Well, I know the percent of the whole banquet, T, equals the part wood nymphs. And I wonder if 70% of everyone were wood nymphs, what percent are the maids? Well, if 70% of are wood nymphs, then 30% would be maids. 30%. Now, another way we can figure this out is before we start writing more equations, we can draw bubbles. I have my before, and I have my after. My after gets divided into percents. My after can be 70%, and the rest has to be 30% to equal this 100%, right? I don't know the total people at the banquet. They don't tell us that. I don't know how many wood nymphs there are. This would be my wood nymphs because we know that's 70%. That's what they tell us in this second line. 30%, the leftovers, must be the maids. And it does tell us that the maids are 120. Now we're getting somewhere. I have a number. 120 maids are in this top portion, and 30% is in this top portion. I really am looking for this W, but I might have to work for it. I know 30% and 120 goes in the same bubble. I don't know my total, but I do know that the percent of the whole is the part. I have that equation for wood nymphs. Let's make that same equation for maids. 30% of the maids is the same as 120 maids. So we have 30%, 0.3, that's 30%, times the maids, or no, times the whole. Oh my goodness. Times the whole, which is the total, equals the maids. And we know that 30% of the total equals 120 because they told us that maids is 120. Now I can solve for total and I can figure out what the total is. What is my total? So my total, if you take your calculator, 120 divided by 0.3 should be 400. Now that's not what the problem asked for, but I can take this total of 400 and use it in my old equation. Now I have one variable in that equation. Now I can write a new equation. Oh, where's the room? I'm going to write down here in the bottom over here. Now I have 0.7 times my total, which I know now, 400, equals the wood nymphs. So if 400 is my total, then I can multiply that times 0.7, 400 times 0.7, and I get 200, wood nymphs equals 280. And there you have it. It's a two-step process. If I lay out what I have in these bubbles, then I can see what I'm trying to get to, the W. But if I get other missing parts, like the T, it can help me get to this W. Let's try another one. So we had a harvest, and it was 120% greater than last year. Well, that gives us a hint. This before would be last year. So after was greater than last year. That means it's going to be a double bubble. It's going to be greater than 100% this year. So if last year is 100% and this year is 120% greater than that, that means this year is 220%. That is a catchphrase, greater than. If a percent is greater than the previous percent, if the percent is greater than 100%, you have to add 100 to it before we start doing the math. So the yield this year was 140,800 bushels. How many was last year? So last year is our whole. This year is our part, even though it's larger than the whole. So we go back to that, the percent of the whole equals the part. The percent is this 220%. How do we write that as a decimal? 220% would be 2.20, just like 220 cents is $2.20 per cent. So our percent is 2.2, the percent of the whole. That's what they're asking for, last year. So they're looking for last year, the before, the whole, equals the part. Do we know the part? Well, this year's part was 140,800 bushels. That's our part. Now we have an equation. We can solve for it. We can find the before amount, which is what they're asking for, last year's amount. So, to solve for W, you divide by 2.2 and ask your calculator, what is 140,800 divided by 2.2? And it's a pretty big number. The whole, or last year's, is 64,000 bushels. 64,000. So this would be our answer. The tricky part of this is adding that 100% to this 120%. Recognizing that percent greater than means to add 100% to it. So, some keywords that imply more than 100%. If you see some percent is greater than, that means add 100%. If you see a word problem that says it increased by some percent, you take that and add it to 100%. If it increased, let's say by 135%, then that means you're going to use 235% in your word problem. If it was 135% greater than, then you would have to add 100% and you would use 235% in your arithmetic, in your word problem. These are just keywords that are signals that say make it 100% more. It's on top of the original. You know, you've had your 100%. If it's increased by 135%, that means it's 135% in addition to what you began with. All right, so you will be required to work the lesson 9, practice and problems odd. You know the drill. I will see you soon. Bye.